I'll take us to our next point. Optimize image alt text. This is the same but different from the last point we covered. So if you're watching
Not a
this
file
as
name.
yeah, if you're watching this as a full episode, you're going to get all this together. But you can kind of watch all these clips for this episode. I strongly recommend the whole episode. So don't miss out on using alt text. A lot of times when we take a new client in, we'll do a 101 point checklist review of their website and score everything. And one of the things that we do with that is scan for missing alt text for images. And so we'll flag those and identify those and convert those into actions to go back and add alt text. Alt text is a piece of text information that's affiliated or associated with the image file in the HTML that's being used to serve the website page. So what search engines are doing, or the reason this came about, is because if someone was maybe vision impaired, back in the day, this became a way to let them hear through a website reader what the image was in the page and sort of not miss out on that key piece of the story of the web page. But what Google realized was that the information associated with images, the file name and the alt text, was kind of a backdoor way to say what the page was about. And even though so many images are so poorly named, this is absolutely an SEO factor. And there have been a lot of experiments to test this. There have even been times when Yahoo or Google or a search engine would say that something was not a factor, and someone would load cryptic information into the alt text and then let it get indexed and do a search of it. And guess what? It always shows up. So there have been a lot of articles and a lot of things over the years that have said, oh, we don't look at that. We don't look at this. Guess what? They do. So alt text is really great. So number one, don't miss out on the opportunity to use alt text. Number two, use a description of what's in the image and why. Don't try to fake it. Don't try to show up for something more popular than what your page is about. Communicate clearly and accurately to maintain the quality of the content, but use some keywords in there. If you have some keywords like what the service is about in a way that people search for that's really popular, and the same thing Chris mentioned with file names, use some geographic identifiers. Those are all good keywords, and use those in the alt text in a way that is going to be part of your workflow for image handling and part of those optimizations so that you're consistently putting that content out on the pages you're creating.
Perfect.